Alright, alright, alright. Alright, alright, alright. And alright. Welcome to another one about my son's World of Tanks Xbox One replays. Tune up with Great Joe. We are in our awful Waffle Juniors. We are on Prokhorovka night. And I'm going to back up because I don't want to run into my teammate. And I'm now loaded and we're moving to the hill. Well, not the hill, the right. How's that? Moving to the right or to the left if you look at the map, the mini map. You know, but where I started from, I'm moving to the right. The 1-2 line, how's that? We'll get more technical. Sorry, I had an itch in my nose. The 1-2 line is where we're moving to. We're going to knock over a telephone pole because that's just how I roll. And there's a bunch of light tanks, and that is not good for us. But, you know, we're going to see what we can do with that situation. Camo net's up, so now we can fire. Should be okay. Can I get that Brazil? Oh, 531 and set him on fire. He puts it out. Joe tracks him. Brazil, you shouldn't have wasted your fire extinguisher, buddy. Because your game is now over. Sorry. It is what it is, though. And, of course, one of our tanks' game is over, too. So, hey, we're even, right? See if we can get anything else to pop up. Ooh, IS-3. A lot of IS-3s this last couple weeks because of the IS-7, on track to IS-7. Take a 573 out of him. And he stops right there. He's not tracked. And he's moving again. Just going to stop, take a fire. Take a shot. I track him on that shot. He disappears. Lose sight of him, but I believe he's still tracked right there. Sure enough, we take another big chunk out of him, so he's down to no health. And no one else is firing at him yet. Oh, someone bounces off him. It's okay, I'll finish you off. 261, he's out of the game. Alright, next. We'll see one of our tanks moving up. Joe's moving up. Joe's right beside me because he couldn't see any of them guys. So he moves up a little bit, and I'm like, yeah, okay. We've got enough tanks in front of us. We can move up just a little bit to these next set of trees and still keep our cover. Because I know there are tanks up in that corner. There always are, and I'm hoping that if someone spots him, I can put some shots into him. Excuse me. I need a target. And right here, I cannot fire at any of the tanks in the middle, so I gotta move again. I gotta get my gun down. I normally run backwards in this tank. You've seen my videos, you'll notice I usually am turned around. But in this situation, I'm so far back that I don't need to turn around really, and I can get my gun to a point where I can fire. I do not have any clue how I got frickin' my sixth sense went off right there. None. That tank was way away. I mean, I know T-32 has 400 and something meters of view range, but he was a ways away, and maybe the light had to just pop up at the same time because I never got detected. So 522 out of the T-32. He's going to move. I believe Joe bounced off him. Joe was complaining a little bit about his gun, and I can understand why. That's why I don't have the big gun on this tank. I mean, yeah, them big old 700 rolls, they feel good. You know, get that 770, 790, 800. But, you know, I am just more about reliability and pen. I would much rather shoot 10 shots, pen 7, and do 550 damage apiece than to shoot 10, pen 5, and do 700 damage. Because I'll get my 10 shots off a lot quicker than you'll get your 10 shots off with that gun. So it's like, it's just me. My play style. This gun works better for me. Oh, come on, you little bastard. I whiffed that shot. That was horrible. That little TTB stayed alive for a little while because Joe and I had some bad shots on him. What do we have here? Anything coming up that I can shoot at? Nope. No, nothing I can shoot at from this spot. But I don't want to move up. And right now I'm thinking, you know something? They're going to have a light tank come raping right through there, and then we're going to get roasted from the guys up in the corner. So I'm moving. There's nothing left in front of us. This heavy tank to kind of my right and behind me, which is actually in front of me where the battle is. He's down below. If they have something that runs down the 1-2 line, I'm screwed. So I'm not going to push up. Joe gets ballsy. You notice I turned around, which gives me more speed if I do have to take off. Not that it, you know, this thing's a speed demon or anything, but I'm going to try to stay in these trees as long as possible. Turn around so I have the gun depression, and slowly back up. And I mean, because look, that VK-45 right there got spotted at the tree line. His game's over. He's not going to make it out of it, I don't believe. Nope, he's tracked now. And, you know, he's down to 200 health or something, and that's why right there. There's a bulldog sitting right there. But guess what? There's not a bulldog sitting there any longer, is there? I love bulldogs when I'm in this tank. I get more ammo racks on bulldogs than I've gotten on any other tank in the game. Bulldogs and IS-3s. T-54E1, he's playing smart. He's going to tuck back down in behind the building. Not building, the ground right there where it's a little bit lower. And keep his tank hidden, which is, like I said, pretty smart. Seeing the position he's in. If he pops out, he's going to end up dead. And, you know, he doesn't want to die this quick, does he? The game still isn't over for him. I mean, they're only down by a couple tanks. So I'm going to still just cautiously use reverse. I know it's slower, but I'm just going to, you know, back up slowly in hopes that I get to a spot where I can see someone and put a shot into him. And if I do have to run, at least I can get a little bit more speed turned around this way. And, you know, you get more speed running away from people, and you get more gun depression. So, for me, using this tank in reverse is always the best way to use it. If you have to crest a hill and shoot over it, so much easier with this tank backwards. My opinion. You know, other people think I'm crazy, but I just think it's better used backwards. Unless you have to go somewhere, then you know, obviously it's not better. It takes a pain in the ass to turn it around and all that, but the situation I'm in, what I'm doing this sneaky shit, I'm fine with backing up. I don't need to go fast. I'm just waiting for these tanks to light something up so I can put a shell into it. Eventually this T-54 should make a mistake, and there it is. Yep, 573. So he had to get out of there. I mean, he was getting, you know, circled or whatever. So can I finish him off? Yes, we can with a 226. So the STI in front of us, they did pretty good, you know, getting him to come out of that corner. We see that they have a tank destroyer near their flag, and Joe spoke up and said, I believe the medium's over by our flag somewhere, going after our artillery. And so we're going to start moving that way. There he is. T-34-2. See if we can get a shot on him. Oh, Joe takes almost 800 out of him. So that's where that big gun comes in handy. 800 roll was awful nice. But he's going to finish off our artillery before we get a chance to kill him. Which kind of sucks. We're trying to keep the artillery alive. But I believe here, if I'm not mistaken, I think the T-34 kills itself. There it goes. He goes and jumps off a cliff or something and kills himself. Or I don't know if there's any water deep enough over there to drown, but that's what he does because he's a douchebag. So yeah, 82,078 silver, 3,432 XP with the multiplier, 3 tanks destroyed. We did 4,332 damage, 9 penetrations. We did a high caliber. Got some ops completed. Not that I ever really like doing ops in this tank because I'm already past it. Only a 50% mastery badge, so meh, it is what it is. IS-3 came in first. I came in second. 4332 for damage dealt, 4 kills. 4 shots for 1450 and took out the IS-3. M41 Brazil. We put 1 shot into him, I believe. Come on. There we go. 1 shot for 651. Caught him on fire. And someone finished him off. M41 Bulldog. Yeah, we put 1 shot into him too. But this 1 shot was a little bit better. It was for 910. Blew his ammo rack up. Took him out of the game. T-32, Scrimpy Gold. Scrimpy Gold. One shot for 522. And then we put a couple into the T-5041 for just shy of 800 damage. Took him out of the game. So we ended up in second place. 1116 base XP. 3 kills, 4332 for damage dealt. Joe ended up a couple slots below me. Couple slots below me. He did 3,200 damage and ended up with 1,000 base XP on 2 kills. So 14 shots fired, 10 hits, and 9 penetrations. We didn't take any damage. No one shot at us. Didn't block anything. We just stayed sneaky. We stayed ninja. We hit 5 tanks, and out of them 5, we took out 3 of them. So that's always fun. This tank, if you play it right, is just, it's a fun tank. As long as you have a team that does the work in front of you, you can just sit there and just, you know, wall up tanks from distances where they don't even know what hit them. So that's always fun. As usual, comment, rate, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell me what I did right, tell me what I did wrong. And remember, when you're on that battlefield, and you're in the when you're in the Borzig Jr., shoot the red ones.